I had a lot of requests on how to front smith on a ledge, so I thought I'd make the video. I really believe that it's a lot easier on a flat bar. So like if you've never done a front smith, it's so much easier on a flat bar because you have less resistance. But if you are learning front smith on ledges, it's different. So I hope this video gives you some insight. So the first thing you want to do is have your frontside 50-50s on lock, and it would also help to be able to 5-0. I don't think that's definitely necessary, but it'll help. So the big thing with the front smith on a ledge is like you really have to come in at more of an angle than you would for a 50-50. If you come in like a 50-50, your weight is going to be too on top. You want to have your weight on the inside of the ledge. Like it's kind of weird. Like come in at a sharper angle, and you want to sit just on the inside of the ledge. With almost every trick, you never want to do that. You want to be on top of it, but with the smith, you want to be slightly on the inside, and that's why you need that sharper angle. So I think the most important thing with front smiths on ledges and back smiths as well is you have to keep your wheel pressed onto the inside of the ledge, because if that wheel starts to drift and your nose starts to dip, it's really, really easy to stick on the ledge. So you have to push your toe into the ledge. You got to keep that wheel locked in, and if you do that, you'll have a nice, easy, grind. And a lot of really good skaters, they dip their smiths, but I don't really think that's on purpose. With more experience, you get that. But when you're learning, you have to push your wheel into the ledge. And the easiest way to do that is with your foot placement. So I'm gonna play this clip of me rolling up so you can see where my feet are. As you can tell, my front foot is a little bit more pointed straight, right? Normally with the 50-50, you want your foot straight, but with the smith, you want to point it. Now the reason you want to do that is right when you pop, you want to point this toe, okay? You want to point the toe and get your foot, more parallel with the board, and you want to actually bring your foot back. What that's going to do is it's naturally going to just press this wheel right into the ledge, and your weight is going to be, pushed a little bit farther back. You're going to be sitting farther back on the board, which is going to help so you don't stick. Because you want to have the majority of your weight on the back foot, and this front foot's just kind of a guide that helps this nose just press into the side. And that's pretty much like the biggest tip with smiths. You have to get that wheel pressed into the ledge. Now when it comes to dismounting the smith, the way I like to practice is I like to just sit on the ledge like a 50-50, and I like to get a really aggressive ollie off the ledge. Like you can practice that just by standing on it. And the reason this is important is because when your nose is dipped down on the smith, you have more distance to push the tail to hit. So it'd be really helpful to practice those 50-50s, and then when you're ready, you can actually just kind of like pose out a smith and snap off the ledge. But the biggest thing to keep in mind is come in at a harsher angle, right? When you pop, lean back and keep your weight kind of on the inside and just point that toe. By pointing that toe, it'll keep your wheel locked in, and that's the main thing about the smith. Because when you try it, you're probably going to stick and it's going to be frustrating, but if you point the toe, you'll feel it starting to grind and lock in, and that's pretty much it. Front smith, it's a good one. Is that a good tutorial?